passing game to get more out of him, get him involved a little more again?
Well, I think he's a very productive guy. No matter how we try to get him the ball, whether it's through our jet sweeps or through the return game, and the thing about the passing game, a lot of times we don't know where the ball is going to go. So we're telling those guys, hey, they got to get open, and we're going to have a challenge this week in front of us, and with a lot of one-on-one individual battles, and we got to step up and make plays. So I just tell them you got to be running your route, give the quarterback clean pictures, and you may get the ball. So you need to be playing full speed at all times.
This Virginia Tech secondary, is this one that's really stood out? Have you watched them on film?
Watched a lot of them. They're very talented, very long, athletic, can run very well, well coached outfit that had a lot of experience and guys that have played a lot of good football for them for a lot of years. And this is going to be our next challenge, and so we're going to have to step up and make some plays.
From the vantage point of the wide receivers coach, what is it that the Bud Foster defense does that makes it so effective and has for?
Well, I think his thing is, he wants to play sound defense. They're a defense that, like I said, they're very talented. They can run, they bend but don't break. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. They give you a lot of different looks. So that's why we tell our guys that the details of the plays matter, because we got to give the quarterback a clean picture. And this is a week where we got to be real clean, and we got to be precise. And then when our numbers call, we got to step up and make plays.
Obviously, it's a Virginia Tech defense that held North Carolina to only 3 points, and they've got just an amazing wide receiver core. So how do you challenge your guys to say, hey, it's okay, we can go out and we can beat these
Well, I've challenged them since day one that, with the loss of Tyler Boyd, of course, that we said that, hey, he's no longer here. Who's going to step up and make plays? And I've said it all along. We got to do it by committee. And, I think we've done a good job thus far. But what I've challenged them with is there's still a better game out there for us. And is it this week? I don't know. But they got to step up and make plays. And I don't know who it's going to be. I've challenged them each week for each guy to step up and earn their role within our offense. And whatever that role is, we're going to need it to beat Virginia Tech.
How does Virginia Tech looks now without Frank Beamer there? You were there with him for 7 years.
Correct.
How is it different, and how different is it for you to see a Virginia Tech team without him?
Well, he's still around there, so it's kind of, he's just not on the sidelines, but they're still Virginia Tech on defense. Bud Foster's been there 30-some years. They're still do what they do on defensively. They're different totally on offense, and they're differently on special teams. But it's still Virginia Tech football. But it's not about them. It's about what we do and how we play and prepare and all those things. If we come out and execute and take care of the ball and do all the little things, good things will happen.
Do you think he would keep coaching, or do you have some sense of how long he might coach while you were there?
I do not know that.
You didn't pay any attention?
No.
How would you assess the learning curve of some of your younger guys, Tipton, Matthews, from being in the season to now? How they've progressed?
Well, I think they've learned a lot since the summer and the preseason camp, and obviously from the first game, because they're seeing different things every week. But they've bought into what we're trying to teach them and how to learn and watch football and learn football, the game of football, and what the challenge is this week. They're getting better, but it's about consistency and doing it at every play, every series. But we're getting better, and like I said, I still think there's a better game out there for us.
Jester's got one of the best yards per catch in the entire country. How much does that sort of help your other receivers as him as a deep threat sort of open up the middle of the field a little bit more?
Well, like I said, it's always been in Jester, and now this is his time to step up and be consistent and make plays. He's done a good job up to this point, but I've challenged him this week. This is going to be even a bigger challenge because he's put it on tape what he's capable of doing. Now they're going to give him something different this week. That's why somebody else on the other side or around us has to step up and make plays. But he's a guy that's being consistent, and I've challenged him to take his game to another level. And we're getting into the second half of the season, and we're going to need him to step up and continue to make those plays.
How do those Evans brothers look on tape?
I'm sorry?
The Evans brothers, safety, one's a linebacker.
Right. I tell you, they're very talented, and they're just like their dad. You know, he was an All-American at Maryland. Very athletic, can run, strong. Just you can see them on tape running around making plays, and they're getting better each week, and it shows on tape.
There's a 27th brother combination to play at Virginia Tech. Is that something you guys, took pride in when you were there?
Yeah, I think that was something that's been, my time there was, we worked that, and I think in my time there were the Warrens, the Fullers, the Vicks. So I mean, it says a lot about their program and what they're trying to do. But we're trying to do similar things here. We're chasing championships, we're chasing dreams, and they're all right in front of us.
How big do you think was it the Tipton and French got their first touchdowns in like their second game action, I think, and then do you think that it's something that Matthews is trying to do too to get that first touchdown? Or
Well, it's not about trying to get each guy a touchdown. It's you got to be ready to make a play when their number's called. And could we have more? Yes. And I think they've seen themselves on tape, on video, and learned that hey, they can step up and make plays. Just got to do them. You never know when your number is going to get called. We're not trying to say, hey, we're going to get Aaron a touchdown here or Trey a touchdown here or Quadri. When you get the ball, you got to make something happen, and that's what we're trying to find guys who can create plays and make plays, and the guys that have made the plays have stepped up and done it consistently.
Your offense obviously relies a lot on the sweep game. I mean, with the inexperienced receivers, was blocking a real point of emphasis in the summer to get them ready to pave those, create some holes on the outside?
Mm-hmm. Well, downfield blocking is a must within our offense, and we challenged them during this off week to get better at that because there were some opportunities at the UVA game, if we saw on film, that if we finish a block here or there, it makes a difference. It turns a 40-yard play into an 80-yard play or an 80-yard play into a touchdown. So we got to play between the whistles. We got to give great effort, and that's all blocking is effort. It's not any technique to it. It's giving effort and going to the whistle and finishing the play. And that's what we've strived to all our players on our offense is to finish plays.